Welcome! In this tutorial I will show you how to install and use React Slick. It's one of the most popular library to implement carousel with React. As you see, it has 11 stars on the GitHub, we can check, and more than 65 million downloads. Almost 11k stars. Okay, so how to use it with React? We will use it within simple React application. Now it's empty. Let's take a look what do we have inside. I created it with create React app utils and put in client folder. You can find all source files in the GitHub. The link will be in comments in the description for this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this tutorial. So we have only app. Let's check. In source we have index.js, as usual React DOM render, and the application app component, and inside is nothing. We only one CSS with nothing. Okay. Now let's go to the documentation and try to do what we need. First of all, don't forget you need to check documentation and installation. How do you need to install it? So first of all, let's yarn add React Slick. We need this library and start to use it. Okay, let's yarn add React Slick. And the next what is important, as you see, we need CSS for this behavior, and to get this CSS we need install Slick carousel. It's jQuery library, at least it has, as you see, a pure dependency on jQuery, and it's not the best case, and usually you don't need it into your project. So how we will solve the issue? First of all, let's try without it. And what we need? We need to create a new component and just put the same sample. Okay, let's create a simple slider component. So we have this library. Okay, let's go to the components. I created a folder of components, and now we have only movie card, but it's for the next sample. Now we will create a new component, and let's call it let's export it will be functional component. What do we need from the sample? We need settings. Let's copy these settings and then we will check what do we have, and then we need to return this structure. We need the slider. We will skip this title. We need slider component from the React Slick, and we pass settings. It's just object with props. Super simple customization. And inside each div, each children will be a slide element. So let's put these 6 items. Now we need slider. Okay, we have everything. What do we need? In the settings we have dots, true. In this case we will have these dots. Then we have infinite, true. It means that we will scroll through the cycle. Then speed, you can customize it, and we need to show slides to show. It will be 1 slide per screen, and the slides to scroll is the same one when we want to scroll only 1 slide. Okay, now let's check inside the application. We need a we need import simple slider, and let's put it here. Okay, Let's check what do we have. Okay, as you see, we have some behavior, but we don't have styles. Okay, now we will fix the issue with installation Slick carousel. Yarn add. And then we will use these two CSS files. Okay, we have. Now let's go to simple slider and import these styles. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we need change URL. Okay, as you see, we have dots and we have slider. Now it works. We import it from the Slick carousel library from Node.js .modules. Here. So in package.json, in peer dependency, we see jQuery. It's not what we need, but anyway, now we can solve the issues next way. Let's go to simple carousel again, and we will create two CSS files. Let's add it. Now let's go to this CSS file, Command A, copy and paste it here. Now we don't need from the library in general. And this one, Slick theme, the same copy. And we create a new file. And paste it here. Now in JS file you can don't import these files, and then in package from package.json you can remove Slick carousel or yarn remove Slick carousel. You will delete it, and now you won't have the problem with the peer dependency with jQuery. Okay, let's wait for a second. In case you have some issues like with GIF, let's check Slick loading. You can easily delete everything what you don't need. Also we import new fonts, it's for Slick. You can remove it as well or customize it to the one you need. So let's just remove it and remove all font family with the Slick. We can remove it, or you can use anything you need according to your style and design. Now as you see we have dots. We need increase size, but everything else works fine, and we have this carousel UI. Now we can dots increase size. Let's check For example, here let's put a bit bigger. So now, as you see, we have it. Okay, the next one, what I want to show you, let's change a bit customization. Let's put some images. Or let's put something else with a more interesting approach. Let's move movie cards. I created movie card. I used the material UI for the customization of UI, but nothing complex. You can install material UI and use this card. What do we need? We need pass movie with the three fields: is image, title, and release date. And we will have some card. Okay, now let's put this card. Also, I have mock JSON with the data we need. Okay, let's go to simple carousel and use so we have data, and now we need to implement this approach. Let's remove all these empty divs, and now we need data map. So we have movie and we need the render movie card. Let's import it's imported with default. So we have movie card, and now we need the output movie. Okay, this way. Let's check. Okay, let's install one more feature we need. Here, add the emotion React. And now emotion styled. Okay, and as you see, now we have movie cards. Okay, now we can customize it a bit. So now it looks better. Okay, and as you see, we can swipe it. Now let's put a few images in one row. Inside our simple slick, we can slice to show. Let's put 4, for example. And for example, slide to scroll 4 as well. Now we have less dots. And as you see, it works pretty simple and easy. The next what we can do is change something with resize. When we resize the page, as you see, it looks not the best. Inside documentation, we always can check examples, and I would recommend you to use this. And we have responsive section. Inside responsive, we can see breakpoints with different approach. Let's copy this section, responsive. And what do we need? We will show another number of slides. It depends on the breakpoint. Let's check. Okay, let's resize, reload the page. Now, as you see, we have 3, 2, and 1. Okay, as you see, works pretty fine, so don't forget to check the latest documentation with all the samples you need, and you will see that you can customize this carousel as much as you need. One more what I want to show you, it's one bug there is inside React Slick. For example, let's do the next. Inside app.js, I want to show the list of movies, and when I click the movie, I scroll to this movie. Okay. So let's put, for example, H2, movie title, don't forget about key movie ID, and we will need index. Okay, now the next approach, when I click, for example, some movie, I want to show this specific movie, so I will use the next one. Let's import use state, and inside so the first index will be 0, and it will be initial slide, selected movies. Now when we will go to the simple slider, initial slide, we will use it as let's check from the docs, we will have initial slide. We can configure which slide will be the first one. Let's copy it and use it inside the settings. Initial slide, by default it will be 0, and now inside app.js, in case even -1, and inside selected movie is not -1, then we will output our slider. Okay, now we don't have slider, but now we can click any movie. Let's do it. And on click, it will be a function where we need set selected movie index. Now, for example, when we click Tor, we should see the first Tor. And when we scroll, we should see everything what we need. Now, what the bug we have? Let's go to the simple slider and infinite set false. Let's check the issue. So let's, for example, click avatar. We have it, and when we scroll, it works fine. In case you have slice to show 4, let's put 1. We need remove responsive port for now. For example, let's click avatar. As you see, we have avatar, it's almost in the end. Then let's scroll, and as you see, we scroll to the beginning. And then everything works fine. Let's refresh the page and check again. For example, Top Gun. You have Top Gun, you want swipe one right, but you are on the beginning. It's a well-known issue with this library. And there is a fix. You will find this fix inside code and comments as well. So it's incorrect behaviors when we have infinite false and the initial slide is not 0. So as you see, there is no solution right now, but we can copy this quick fix and use it. Let's go to simple slider again. So what do we need? We need use state hook. And we need use effect. Use effect, then we have slider, so we need create const slider, use not effect, it's use ref. So user ref we need 2, and inside, so it's not TypeScript, so we need add reference slider. So now we have reference to the slider, and inside this application, this use effect, we will manually initial slide position, just rename it with initial slide, and we will manually handle this behavior. Let's check inside the application. We have Top Gun, for example. Let's swipe one left, it works fine. Let's refresh the page. Top Gun. Let's swipe right one, and it works fine. So as you see, we fixed the issue. And in general, we have a great looking library you can use inside your application. So if you like this tutorial, subscribe and put a like for the video, and thank you for watching.